Bowl champion Chiefs, who won here on Monday night against the Saints. And in case you didn't know, he owns a 1% stake in the Royals.
What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Thursday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. It has been a jam-packed week for the Kansas City community. First, we had Monday Night Football, then we had postseason baseball in town. Mix in between all of that, car shows, fashion shows, and a very famous pop star's backup dancer's brother's return to Arrowhead. It was fun times, but now it's time to break it all down for you. First, give us a like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and we will get into this. Well, the Chiefs have now recorded at least one 5-game winning streak in 12 straight seasons. It's the longest streak for any team in Super Bowl era. That guy, Matt McMullen, bringing us that stat, and what an incredible start to the season. You know, it reminds you that the Chiefs, even though being plagued by some key injuries, have found a way to win every single week. So, with their Monday Night Football win over the Saints, they're going to head into the bye week undefeated, only to return in Week 7 for a Super Bowl rematch on the road. The Chiefs are going to resume play on October 20th against the San Francisco 49ers. In the meantime, they've got a perfectly timed week of rest and recovery. This bye week also gives the front office a little bit of time to focus on maybe a trade and who they might be eyeing to bring into Kansas City. Now, the NFL trade deadline this season is on November 5th, the day after the Chiefs' Week 9 game against the Bucs. So let's discuss who the Chiefs might be interested and what they might need to bolster up here on their roster. So we learned on Tuesday afternoon that wide receiver Rashee Rice would indeed miss the remainder of the 2024 season as anticipated. So let's get to Jordan Schultz's tweet. He said, sources, Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice underwent successful LCL surgery today with Dr. Cooper and will miss the remainder of the regular season. A full recovery is expected. Now, there was also a repair done to Rice's hamstring tendon, and I'm told that there's no structural damage or tears to the ACL or meniscus and no long-term concerns. This is the best-case scenario. Now, Nate Taylor with The Athletic also shared the same. From my understanding, per multiple sources, Rashee Rice's rehab following his surgery today to repair his right LCL is expected to be 4 months. So where is 4 months from now? In about 4 months, it's going to land us at the beginning of February. The Super Bowl this season is played on February 9th in New Orleans. So in just 3 games, the former second-round pick hauled in 24 passes on 29 targets and 288 yards and a pair of touchdowns and made up to 40% of the Chiefs' receiving offense, and it looks like he's done for the season, right? So Rice is out. Who is going to be in? Right now, the Chiefs have wide receivers Justin Watson, Xavier Worthy, Mecole Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Sky Moore. Hollywood Brown, of course, remaining on the IR and is expected to miss the entire regular season. At tight end, the Chiefs have Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, Jared Wiley, and recently added Jody Fortson. So is that receiving core enough to win another Super Bowl? Now, on Monday night, we all saw Smith-Schuster stepped up, racking in 130 yards on 8 targets. And according to Yahoo Sports, the former Steelers parlayed his 27.6% targets per route rate into nearly leading the Chiefs pass catchers in the air yards shared with an absurd 4.48 YPRR. So the offense still works without Rashee Rice, but is that trend going to continue? What if someone else gets hurt? Is there enough depth? Experts seem to agree that the Chiefs still need to make a trade. So who's even on the radar? Well, there's plenty of rumors out there right now, and one that's catching a little bit of traction today is Miami wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Now, the former Chief just posted to his Snapchat story today a video highlighting his time here in Kansas City. Now, here's the video. You can watch it yourself. You can see Hill's highlights from his time in KC, where he won a Super Bowl alongside Mahomes in 2019. Well, in 2020, but the 2019 season. In one picture, Hill even posted himself and Patrick Mahomes hugging, saying, "This connection was special." Now, the cryptic post might be just that, cryptic. He's just stirring the pot, raising speculation. The possibility of Hill returning, is that even plausible? Well, Pro Football Talk explains why this trade doesn't have much legitimacy to it. They say beyond the trade compensation necessary to undo a deal that had the Dolphins give the Chiefs a first-round pick, a second-round pick, 2 fourth-round picks, and a 6th-round pick to get him in 2022, Miami would be taking on a large 2025 cap hit if they trade Hill now, so $41.8 million. They will also have paid him an extra $24 million in August for however many games he'd play before a trade. The deadline, of course, like I said earlier, it arrives on Tuesday after Week 9. Now, while it's not impossible, the Chiefs would also have to give up plenty to justify the financial ramifications for the Dolphins, and they're already dealing with major potential financial ramifications resulting from Tua's still new contract, which carries no protection for the team regarding future concussions. The Chiefs traded Hill away for a reason. They might not be inclined to offer the Dolphins the kind of package that would get them to part ways with the man who is, well, arguably still their best player. So while it's fun to connect the dots, it won't be fun for the Dolphins to eat all that cash and that cap space. And it won't be fun for the Chiefs to give up what they would have to surrender to bring him back. So after all of that, maybe Hill is just trolling. He's admitted to doing it in the past. Maybe he's just doing it again for a little bit of fun.
You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a song that you bump on repeat and you have to share it with your friends so they can experience just how awesome it is? That's kind of what it feels like when you discover Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. That's such an awesome deal, there's no way you can keep it to yourself. Friends don't let friends overpay for wireless. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plan and switch to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your squad with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. That's mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/KCSNCND. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Now, on the more legitimate side of things, here are 5 wide receiver targets FanSided thinks could replace Rashee Rice's production, ranked by cost and effectiveness. At number 5, they have Christian Kirk with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They say Kirk is in his 3rd season of a 4-year, $72 million deal he signed with Jacksonville back in 2022. He's turning 28 in November with a 1,100-yard campaign under his belt. Now, the Chiefs would undoubtedly welcome his presence. However, the 2018 second-round pick carries a sizable cap hit when he hits free agency, $24.2 million in 2024 and $27.2 million in 2025. However, he profiles as a viable alternative for Rice, considering he primarily thrives from the slot and for short to intermediate areas of the field. Let's go to number 2 on this list by FanSided. They say T. Higgins with the Bengals could be a smart target for Kansas City. Here's why. Higgins has proven he can be a team's primary receiver if given the chance. The 25-year-old began his career posting 3 straight seasons with at least 65 catches, 900 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Now, injuries and Jamar Chase's presence have derailed that streak, but he'd slot into an unquestionable alpha in Kansas City sans Rice. However, it'd be a costly penny to acquire and extend him, and then the Chiefs have to extend him to make it worthwhile, so maybe not that realistic. Now, last but certainly not least on this list, FanSided says Amari Cooper with the Browns is most likely from the standpoint of cost and his fit into the Chiefs' offense. Here is why. Cooper is coming off a career-best 1,250-yard campaign in 2023, and he's gotten off to a solid start this season. Despite the most terrible quarterback play from Deshaun Watson, he's caught 16 passes for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, his footwork and status as an established number 1 wideout make him someone Mahomes would welcome throwing to. Only one team can win the Adams sweepstakes, so nonetheless, Cooper is a very solid consolidation prize, especially when factoring in the disparities in trade value. Like Hopkins, he becomes an unrestricted free agent this offseason, making him conceivably affordable rental. All right, drop in the comments below who you think the Chiefs should trade for. Which player on that list stands out to you or makes the sense the most? Let us know what you're thinking. Alrighty, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. As always, we ask you in the meantime, like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you back here on Friday.